No music to control.
Soon as the Vice Chancellor settles down here, still standing, we will say the national anthem to be followed by the anthem of Ekiti State and the anthem of Ekiti State University. The anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will start to be followed by the anthem of Ekiti State University as soon as the Vice Chancellor gets to the podium, still standing. Thank you.
Ekiti State University is not division, which my father's born. Blessed be thy diligence, most of thy grace, dedication, and passion. For knowledge, honor, and service, shining on God's manifestation. The goal is there to best the best race, for strength and peace and nation. Hail, hail, Ekiti State University. The mountain from which we all draw its joy. Shining on God's manifestation. The goal is there to best the best race, for strength and peace our nation.
The 2019-2020 matriculation ceremony.
Declare this ceremony open for the matriculation of the newly admitted students for the 2019-2020 academic session.
Chancellor, sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences, Professor O.A. Fashuyi, will now present to you the students of his faculty for matriculation.
The students admitted for the Bachelor of Agricultural Sciences degree in the Department of Animal Science, Agricultural Economics and Extension Services, Forest Resources and Wildlife Management, Fisheries and Aquaculture Management, Soil Resources and Environmental Management, Crop, Horticulture and Landscape Design in the Faculty of Agricultural Sciences. Please stand and remain standing.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Professor M.A. Abdurrahim, will now present to you the students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Will all the students admitted for the Bachelor of Arts degree in Arabic Studies, Islamic Studies, Christian Religious Studies, English and Literary Studies, French, History and International Studies, Linguistics and Nigerian Languages, and Philosophy, Theatre and Media Arts, Yoruba, please stand and remain standing.
We now present to you the students of his faculty for matriculation.
Will all the students admitted for the Bachelor of Science degree in Anatomy, Physiology, Nursing, and MBBS degree in Medicine and Surgery please stand and remain standing?
The Dean of the Faculty of Education, Professor Aro Famiwole, will now present to you the students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Will all the students admitted for Bachelor of Arts Education, Bachelor of Science Education, and Bachelor of Education degrees in the Department of Adult and Community Department, Arts and Language Education, Guidance and Counseling, Educational Management, Human Kinetics and Health Education, Science Education, Social Science Education, Vocational and Technical Education, and Institute of Education, please stand and remain standing.
The Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Professor Oluwaleye, will now present to you students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Admitted for the Bachelor of Engineering degree in the Departments of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Computer Engineering, Civil Engineering, and Mechanical Engineering, please stand and remain standing.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Law, Professor Ayo Babatunde, will now present to you students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Will all the students admitted for the Bachelor of Law degree in the departments of Jurisprudence and International Law, Business and Industrial Law, Public Law, Private and Property Law, please stand and remain standing.
The Dean of the Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor Esio Adeusi, will now present to you students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Admitted for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Department of Accounting, Finance, Business Administration, Marketing, Actuary Science, Insurance, Cooperative and Rural Development, Entrepreneurship, Industrial Relations, and Personnel Management, please stand and remain standing.
The Vice Chancellor, sir, the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Professor J.B. Aderiye, will now present to you students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Admitted for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Department of Biochemistry, Chemistry, Industrial Chemistry, Geology, mathematics, microbiology, plant science, zoo and environmental biology, science, laboratory and technology, physics, applied geophysics, and statistics. Please stand and remain standing.
The Dean of the Faculty of the Social Sciences, Professor A. Awe, will now present to you students of his faculty for matriculation. The Dean.
Political science, geography and planning science, psychology, sociology, environmental and management science, tourism and hospitality management. Please stand and remain standing.
Hello, sir. The candidates are now about to take their matriculation oath. They are required to make oath of allegiance for the purpose of matriculation to Ekiti State University at Ekiti. Students, you are to say after me. You mention your individual names. I, on admission to membership of Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti, Nigeria, I solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will pay due respect and obedience to the Vice Chancellor and other officers of the university, and that I will faithfully observe all regulations which may from time to time be issued by them for the good order and governance of the university. I also promise and affirm that I shall not become a member of any secret court, society, or organization, either in this university or elsewhere, throughout my period of studentship in this university. In addition, I faithfully promise to refrain from any act of violence and other actions calculated to disrupt the work of the university or likely to bring the university into disrepute. I finally declare that appropriate disciplinary action should be taken against me in accordance with the rules and regulations of this university if I breach any part of this matriculation oath. So help me God. You are now bona fide students of Ekiti State University at Ekiti. Who is the head substantive Vice Chancellor of this university? Is a distinguished academic, a first-class scholar, is a professor of industrial chemistry, and all his life he has been in this university for almost 29 years now. And he has occupied positions of responsibilities in the university, from HOD to Dean, Provost, College of Postgraduate Studies, member of our Distinguished Governing Council for 2 terms, for 8 years, before his appointment. Dear students, your Vice Chancellor is Professor Edward Olorunshola Olanipeku. We also have with us the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academics, also a distinguished scholar, Professor P.O. Tedela. Another erudite scholar is the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development, Professor F.A. Olajide. We have the boss of the university here, Mr. A. Titiloye Olabi. The university librarian, Dr. F.A. Fabumi. The Provost College of Postgraduate Studies, Professor Haiji Adelawo. Provost College of Medicine, Professor J. Obadidele. The Dean of Students, the Acting Dean of Students, Dr. A. Olaniyo. We have the Dean of Arts, Professor Eme Abdurrahim. The Acting Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Dr. J. Ofadare. We have the Dean of Basic Medical Sciences, Professor O. Ojo. The Dean of Clinical Sciences, Professor A. Ajayi. The Dean of Education, Professor Aro Famiwale. Abdulrahman. We also have the head of matriculation monitoring team in Ekiti State, here, Mr. Ishola Ganiyu. We have the deputy registrar. No, we have the director. Sorry, we have the director of student affairs, Mrs. B.Y. Oluwatayo. The deputy registrar, academic affairs, Mr. O. Osho. The university registrar. I now humbly call upon you to address this august assembly. The Vice Chancellor.
By the Vice Chancellor of Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti, Professor Edward Olorunshola Olanibekun, delivered on the occasion of the 2019-2020 virtual matriculation ceremony for the full-time degree program, holding now via the Zoom technology. The Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, the Deputy Vice Chancellor Development, the Registrar of our University, the University Librarian, Acting Provost, College of Postgraduate Studies, Provost College of Medicine, Deans of Faculties, Heads of Departments, their matriculants, their parents and guardians, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a great joy to be presiding over this unique virtual matriculation ceremony for the candidates admitted into the full-time degree program in various disciplines for the 2019-2020 academic session in my capacity as the 8th substantive Vice Chancellor of our great university. Though I have been privileged to preside over similar ceremonies, particularly in our affiliate colleges and the part-time program before the lockdown. But definitely not those admitted through the full-time mode. This year's matriculation ceremony is unique in the sense that this is the first time in the annals of our great institution that we'll be matriculating our students through the Zoom technology, a development we have been compelled into owing to the outbreak of the global coronavirus pandemic, otherwise known as COVID-19, which prompted the shutdown of all tertiary institutions for over 6 months now. The management of Ekiti University, in its wisdom, and in line with the current trends, decided to opt for a virtual matriculation at this auspicious period, so that our teeming matriculants could have peace of mind, devoid of insinuations and uncertainty surrounding their admission in our university. At the end of today's virtual academic ritual, for the French students, the matriculants would officially, and I think they've been pronounced as bona fide students of Ekiti State University at Ekiti. I wish to use this medium to congratulate all our new students for achieving this great feat. I was good in all those, in the form of various examinations and screening exercises. In order, so I've been among the few ones out of several thousands that actually chose our university as a place of study. I need to inform you all that out of over 12,000 candidates who applied for admission, only 8,123 candidates were lucky enough to have been admitted to study various degree programs in our university. Permit me to add that the selection of candidates into the highly subscribed programs of the university, such as the Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Nursing Science, Anatomy, Law, and a few others, have become very stringent because the university has more candidates than the available quota for these programs. Candidates who performed relatively well and did not meet up with the requirements of these programs were given the opportunity to go into cognate programs. I am delighted to inform you that in the 2019-2020 academic session, the university is matriculating its first set of candidates of admission into the Department of Nursing Science. Looking at the statistics, only our first students should be elated and be humble enough to be part of this history, as there are many other candidates out there who would have wanted to be in a place today but could not meet up. I congratulate the parents and guardians of our matriculants who are witnessing a new beginning in the academic journey of their wards and children to greater heights. The matriculation ceremony, however, is the tradition of oath-taking, as the registrar has rightly mentioned, which formally admits fresh students into the university. By this ceremony, the status of full-fledged students in the university is being conferred officially on the matriculants by the authorities of our university. Our solemn resolve in Ekiti State University is to train and produce highly qualified men and women equipped with good education, strong character, high level of morality and integrity. To succeed and graduate without a hitch here in EXU, I enjoy you to please adhere strictly to the order listed among others. 1. strict obedience to rules and regulations. I advise you to regularly visit the university portal, which is up now for 24 hours. The faculty and departmental notice boards and college notice boards on campus. These are the major means of disseminating information to our students. Most, if not all, instructions we carry with them deadline for compliance. If you do not form the habit of accessing information as and when due, you stand a risk of paying very steep penalties. 2, need to study hard. The ultimate results you will graduate with in the university will be a accumulation of every bit of work you do from the very first day in the university to the last. I urge you to start on a good foundation. It is important to acknowledge your primary purpose of being here and accord it the desired priority. 3, need to shun cultism and other antisocial vices. As the saying goes, quote, you cannot prevent the bird from flying in the firmament, but you can prevent it from nesting on your head, end of quote. The import of this proverb is that you can say no to cultism and other unnecessary vices, including but not limited to examination misconduct, drug abuse, indecent touching, rape, terrorism, hooliganism, among others. I want to assure you that you will have the full support of management under my leadership as you resist these vices and still the cause of law. On our own part as management, we will not rest on our horse to ensure that our campus is made conducive for learning and recreation. Let me seize this opportunity to inform you that efforts are ongoing to transform our university to a fully fledged residential university, where a sizable number of our students will be staying here on campus under the public-private partnership program. It is the priority of the present administration under my leadership to again transform the face of the university in direction such as blocks of Ghanaian students hostels, building lots of Ghanaian students hostels, which, by the grace of God, probably in a matter of week, the construction will start to make your stay here comfortable and memorable. Only, and then exactly a week ago, the investor who had actually indicated his intent to build a 10,000 capacity hostel on campus here was given the letter of engagement. And at that ceremony, he actually informed management that within 2 weeks, that is 2 weeks minus 1 now, he will be mobilizing his men to site so that the construction can actually kickstart. Desirous of going away from the habit of leaving our offices by 4 p.m. And how do I mean? We also intend to make our university residential not only for principal officers, but for staff of the university. We actually have an investor who has again shown interest to provide staff quarters on our campus here. But there was a development along the line. The management of Fanti Holdings decided to graciously appoint Ekiti State University as the off-takers, the mega off-taker of the Iato housing estate beside the NNPC mega station. So we are trying to put our papers together so that all these lofty ideas will soon come to fruition. The ability of the result for our students' transcript after graduation is being gradually phased out. Our results are now being digitalized, and it interests us to know that parents and sponsors and guardians who have direct access to the resource of their children and was by visiting or checking the results on the university portal, almost mainly when the results are uploaded. We are also in the process of re-equipping and repositioning the University Sports Center and the Health Center to provide quality timely delivery to meet our recreational and health needs. The process for the construction of modern wards with state-of-the-art facility for the University Health Center will commence any moment from now. The bill of quantities, drawings, and other things have actually been submitted to the appropriate quarters. So we are expecting the contractor to mobilize the site any moment from now to start the building of the state-of-the-art modern medical wards in our health center. As the fallout of employment in the country and in view of our university complying with the NUC directives, it is to your advantage, matriculants, to avail yourself the opportunity presented by our entrepreneurial study center, where you are required to acquire different skills, vocations that can make you self-sufficient, reliant at the end of your various programs in the university without necessarily looking for jobs, but rather creating jobs. In view of your different backgrounds, I implore you not to allow yourself to be under any bad influence or to be a member of any unregistered association in the university. You are to run away or desist from any act capable of putting your name, the name of your family, and the name of our university into disrepute. Let your grievances be channeled through the appropriate quarters for necessary action. The university, under my leadership, has zero tolerance for any unruly behavior that will threaten the peace and tranquility of our great institution. As our already sanctions shall be invoked against anyone who contravenes the regulations of the university as well as the matriculation oath, which it does too. Always strive to be good ambassadors of EXU, wherever you may find yourself, in the course of pursuing your study here and beyond. It is my candid opinion that if you abide by the rules and regulations of the university as contained in this address, and other instructional materials that will be given to you in due course, coupled with diligence, hard work, and commitment to your studies, your success is guaranteed. Finally, I want to assure you that Ekiti State University, Ekiti, we imbibe in you every good thing that can make you what God has destined you to be. You have a duty, therefore, to be receptive to these goodies. Once again, I congratulate you all, and I wish you well during your stay in the university. Thank you, and God bless.
Humbly invite my Vice Chancellor to declare the matriculation ceremony closed. The Vice Chancellor, sir.
I declare the matriculation ceremony closed.
Everyone will remain standing while the procession leaves the auditorium.
Ekiti State University.
led by the Vice Chancellor this time. Please, and all the Vice Chancellor in that order.